Alright, hello everybody. I'm Cypher from Cypher Game Studios, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to create a 3D hallway in Clickteam Fusion 2.5. This is one of my simpler tutorials. In fact, it is quite simple, in fact. Yep. Hopefully the file is in the description. If it's not, I mean, you don't really need it. It's what we're doing is pretty basic. So yeah. So I have all the assets I'm using here. They're all pre-made and ready to go. But I made them so the theme I'm kind of going for in this tutorial is more of a like a horror sort of thing. It's not very good though. But anyway. So I have this floor that I made really quickly, and we're going to align it in frame by the horizontal center and the vertical center, just so it's perfectly in line with the frame. And then I'm going to bring out these set pieces that I made. So I believe it's this one, and this one. Now. The story would probably go something like, well, this light is on, so you go in or something. You just, again, this is just like a little horror theme sort of going on here with the blood and stuff. So then we're going to put on these set pieces. And let me fix that a bit. And this one, you can tell I didn't put much work into these, so it's sort of just kind of a little messed up, a little broken. But it's fine. Okay. So, what? Alright, now that you've got your floor and your wall, I'm gonna put my guy right there. So, when we run the frame, let me bring this over. Should record. Hold on. But I don't know why the mouse isn't working right now, and frankly I don't really want to take the time to fix it, but yeah, you would be moving around here. But you can see that these walls, well, they're obviously meant to be on the side, and you can tell they're walls. They don't look right, so we're going to take a perspective object, and I'll start with this one on this side. And so you're going to take the perspective object, and in the properties you're going to select perspective, horizontal, left to bottom, only on this side though, and then the zoom value will be 100, offset will be 0, and sine waves will be 4. Now, because the sine waves has nothing to do with this one, so now when we start it, there we go, now the mouse is working. You should start to see that it looks a little bit more realistic, and you can always change the zoom value on what you want. And you're also you will want to change it to 0. That was just the default setting, and I kept it like that. And for fun, let's try 130, something like that. I don't want to set it up too high. You never want to do that. So yeah, that looks nicer. That definitely looks a lot nicer. It looks more like a wall. It looks 3D. So now you're gonna do it for this side and make sure it fits. But this side is gonna be different. You're gonna want to do perspective, horizontal, right to top, and then obviously sine wave 0, and this at 130. So you can bring that back over there, and now when we press play, it looks more like a 3D room. You could have a little horror game here, and I was sort of going for like a sci-fi horror thing. I don't know what I was doing. And then you can always add like a little effect or something, a little plant on the floor. And then, so yeah, the mouse isn't working again. That's gonna be it for the how to do it, at least. I'm gonna make another like set of the hallway so you can see it going through and stuff, so I'll be right back. Alright, so just for fun, I decided I would add more. I basically just doubled the frame size and made a bigger hallway. Oh, and by the way, because I didn't mention this at the beginning, if my voice sounds bad, it's because I'm sick. Alright, so let's run the frame. And so we have this part of the hallway, and as you keep walking, you'll notice something, and it's that it almost seems seamless, and it's just it keeps going as a 3D hallway. Hear that? Some blood. And you know, even the table is the only thing that doesn't really look completely 3D, but I mean, it really truly does look 3D, and you can make some pretty cool things out of this, especially because you can really make some pretty good 3D stuff with it. So yeah, I'm probably not going to put the file in the description because simply it doesn't need a file. It's just the perspective. It is just the perspective object. It's just the perspective object, and really that, like, you don't need a file for that. Plus, you do need the developer version for it. I forgot to mention, you will need the nice developer version of Clickteam Fusion. So yeah, hopefully you have that, and then you can do this, and this is pretty cool. So, yep, that's it for this video. I had it that when you get into collision with the wall, you bounce. Oh, and apparently you get through. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, that doesn't, okay, we're back. Okay. Okay, so that's about gonna be it for now. I don't know what our next tutorial will be. Again, if you try to post in the comments what you want it to be, I'll do it. Nobody's really posted anything in the last couple videos. But one of my videos did get, I think it was about 1,000. It was more than 1,000 views, but that's awesome, guys. You know, it's cool to see that some people actually care. Although that was probably my worst tutorial, so because then there's the random generation. I've created a completely new way to do it, so there'll probably be a random generation part 2 that isn't about what I said that I would do a part 2 on then. It's probably going to be on, you know, then the new way I do the random generation. So yeah, that's going to be it, and I'll see y'all in the next tutorial. Also get the hacker files, please, because it comes out soon, because there's like 4 times the content now, which is why it was delayed for so long. So yeah, it comes out I don't know, maybe November, December this year. That puts it at about a year in total of development, so that's pretty good. So yeah, alright, I'll see y'all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.